Hello everyone, it's Doug from Learn2. I want to talk to you a little bit about things to avoid. So one of the things you want to do when you're focused in on their context and their perspective as a buyer is you want to avoid agreeing with them. And there's a really awesome, it feels so good to just say to them, oh, you're right, a lot of people say this, oh, other people have asked that, and really focus on agreeing with them. Really, it actually makes your job more difficult. Really, the way to eliminate some of the stress and struggle is to actually acknowledge them rather than agreeing with them. The agreement, when you agree with them, you actually have to go back and find a U-turn around that agreement to get them refocused the right way. So avoid agreement and start listening to yourself and making sure you're not falling into, oh, what a great question. I get that from so many people. Instead, really focus on those you statements in their world. You sound concerned about this. You want to make sure this outcome happens for you. Second is really watch that red flag. Now that you're getting a little bit higher level objections and people are feeling that level of trust with you, you're going to have more challenges. So be careful when they start raising that red flag in front of you and asking more challenging questions that you don't attack back. Always remember to avoid selling and convincing. No one wants to be sold. Now, also remember, your key task now is to find better forwarding questions. So your forwarding questions really direct you away from the objection toward the result that you're interested in or your buyer is interested in. It refocuses them on the intention and what's important to them. So really ask great questions and keep them talking. So your acknowledgement is really of the buyer, not the objection. And your acknowledgement of the buyer, then you forward the buyer and you forward in the buying process rather than moving forward to respond to the objection. Once you've done that acknowledgement and then you forward with the question, then and only then, when you've got some feedback from them, then you can put in a few points. Really want to do that as little as possible. The most effortless salespeople very rarely sell or convince at all. The other piece inside of this is really start to double down on your practice in your personal life. Really acknowledging the people in your life and being generous with them. As you do that, you become a person who's known for being generous. That means that people are gravitating toward you. You'll pull more referrals, more business, more love, more life into your life. So be generous with other people. And the best people to practice that with are the people closest to you, especially at work and in your home. Because those are the people we often take for granted most. So practice that generosity through the acknowledgement